Oh, did you put the intro? Not yet, right? On teacher? Oh, yes. Sorry.
Hey, Jess, you're on mute.
That's so cool.
Fait plaisir. Bienvenue. Who's there? Oh, Monsieur Pierre. Hello.
Morning, Pierre.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Oh. Okay. Don't forget, everybody, to mute your YouTube link when you want to discuss in the because it's disturbing if not. So unmute to listen and mute to discuss about it. And I will put, just in case, the Fremayo. As I said, we have one version of teacher with the revision you asked for, I guess, and one version of Doctrix. I will do my send.
I'm CAG. Hi. I'm with you today. I just want to discuss a bit about DIY because I would just like to kind of have some kind of timing. I would love to do a quick whip of the hole in the wall next week before we show it to the client like we did for the golf spot. So for that, I would just show you. I worked yesterday with the editor on a DIY only, changed some reaction stuff and did some 2 ways of doing the all-in-one part. So I don't know if we can discuss that today. From there, next week, I would do a quick whip, not final, but just something that the client understand, as the energy that shows why there's no VO, or because we can't have a VO while there's a kind of an explosion, stuff like that, so that it's clear. So I would show you that, and I would start with this, and then I would let you go on a teacher, let you do your session. Yeah, if you agree with that. I just received a CAG, your this is
Quick question on DIY, and this is more of like a technical question in terms of like us. I don't know. We need to like figure out how do we take those graphics that we're gonna overlay and how do we put them on like some stills. But yeah, that will be more of like a technical question in terms of like if we want to use like some of those stills, we want to take whatever comps we make and be able to translate them into photography. Does that make sense?
I
For the
don't.
print, you mean?
Yeah. But
You mean that you will need our comp for the print? Is that correct? Okay. Well, that's good to know now because we'll try to work in the higher resolution that we can, but still we'll have like a maximum. Like, that will be the resolution that you shoot in. So, well, we'll keep that in mind, and I will let you know if that's possible. I will confirm with Etienne, but yeah, we can provide you some still, of course, at the end, maximum size that we can. Okay.
Cool. So there's also the situation with the social. So we understand in the 30-second spot, we cannot have like a 8-second scene with, the hole in wall. It doesn't work at all. So you were saying that with the new intro with Corbridge written at the beginning, that means 1.5 seconds of time in the end. Okay. And yesterday we figured a second, but I didn't see the example. So we were close to what I thought. So what we've done yesterday, we've done the first scene is the same. Then we did one where we have the full first part of the VO, including what was the last
Looking ahead
VO
and start
before the punch. Moving ahead, punch, punch, punch. That's the spirit. Da, 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 da. And we did one where when you start moving ahead, punch, punch, and start moving ahead and start, yeah. So there's a VO ring the wall, so you'll see how it feels, but we have to think about the sound. There will be more stuff happening, so I don't know if it's that clear. My my favorite is to have a all-in-one, much faster, very energetic, bang, bang, bang. At once, clap, that's the spirit, and just finish the first part of the VO. When we finish the first part of the VO, I'm a bit longer on the character. You'll see, because the way they look at each other, there's some kind of suspense of what's going to happen, because we stay on them, they look at each other, there's a little smirk, smile, and then bang, bang, bang. So my proposition is to look at it. From what you've seen before, we've changed the cabinet scene with the woman, with one where she's more like, yeah, getting rid of this. I think that's more interesting. The tearing of the wallpaper is a bit longer. We changed the intro at the end of the reveal with the scene where the man says, you'll see some kind of wow looking at the kitchen. You don't hear it, but you really see that it's like wow. And she's like, kind of, I told you, which is nice. We have the same scene with the sink. CAG just add water from another scene, which we can do. So there's more water, but this with the reaction we like from the guy. And I've changed the reaction of the hole when they peek inside the hole also. Oh, I'm not crazy how she was playing, you know, she was a lot over the top, like doing all kinds of faces. And so we found one where they're only like, they peek, but they look at each other like cool while we hear that's the spirit and we're gone. I think that works better. So my proposition is to look at the first CAG without the VO during the punch, and then play the one with the VO during the punch. The rest is all the same scenes. You'll see the beginning, we didn't have this new, Andréane, you have a new intro somewhere? Okay, we'll look at it after.
Yes, it's on teacher. It's on teacher in the Fremayo so far. So
let's have a look, CAG. Do you play it from your computer? How do we do this?
You can try, and if it's not fluid, we'll maybe add it on the Fremayo. Let's try.
And I just opened my YouTube link, and I still have that 10-second delay. I opened the link, and I heard the conversation we were having 10 seconds before. I don't know why this doesn't work for me, but
to help your clients
I really have a big problem with that. I thought it was the internet last week.
How our retirement and life.
I'm in Montreal, so it's not that. So CAG, show us those two cuts. We'll have a quick discussion. Of course, CAG can rework on it after that. And I will try to do like a whip, really, that just makes everything clear for the client. And from that, we can discuss what's happening with the 15 seconds, because if we want 10 seconds of all-in-one to be able to put stuff, it's a different VFX, completely different VFX scene. I understand why. Okay. So I'll shut and we'll look at something. CAG, do you play it from...
Managing your finances is a lot like renovating a kitchen. It can feel overwhelming at first, but everything changes when you stop looking ahead and start moving ahead. That's the spirit. So help your clients take action in their financial lives with Corebridge. And see how our retirement and life insurance solutions can help them get moving today. Corebridge Financial. Action.
Should we see
is
something somewhere, or I'm not seeing anything? Where, Adrian?
Your YouTube link?
Okay, my YouTube link to me is closed, so I'll go on the YouTube link and come back.
Sorry, can we
Can you
play it
play
again?
it again?
I don't know why I can't see it's really not working for me, this way of working.
There was a delay for me, like a 20-second delay. So
That's what I have.
yeah.
Okay, so just a sec, CAG. I'll go back on the YouTube channel and close my. But now it's so it's open. I will just cut my sound here because I have that.
I think we are.
Do you understand what's going on?
Managing your finances is a lot
I
like
will repeat
renovating a
myself
kitchen.
endlessly
It
for
can feel
20
overwhelming at
seconds with a
first,
delay.
but everything changes when you stop
so-
looking ahead and start moving ahead.
Just so you're playing
spirit.
the first one again. That's what you were saying.
So help your
Okay,
clients
I'm
take action in
reopening
their
now,
financial
and
lives
I
with
don't say
Corebridge.
anything.
And see how our retirement and life insurance solutions can help them get moving today. Corebridge Financial. Action is everything.
Yeah, it might be better just to review all the stuff on Frame.io so we could, so it's not like, it's kind of hard to focus on it when we're all struggling with the tech.
Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that, but okay. Let's have a look at teacher. Okay. Good.
Changes when you stop looking ahead and start moving ahead. That's the spirit. And start moving ahead. Looking ahead and start moving ahead. That's the spirit. And start moving ahead. That's the spirit.
I think, CAG, we did put almost 2 seconds more. They will be on Frame.io or
Managing your finances
Okay.
is a lot like renovating a kitchen.
I think at opening, I'm just wondering if we would go through the dot on the eye of Corbridge instead of going far right to go get that circle, if it would look better. Because now it's really like this, it's a bit weird, diagonal. Maybe we can use the eye of the word Corbridge, the dot on the eye, and go more like having the Corbridge coming to us, big and bold, plaque, instead of having Corbridge disappearing there and spending a second and a half just to go in a little like purple circle. I don't know.
I can try. I can ask Nick to try it. If we see it, it will be easier maybe.
It's like putting more branding, but we lose the word Corbridge very fast instead of having the really Corbridge in your face coming. We have a dot that's almost in the middle of the
I also
Yep.
wonder Corbridge. I also wonder. Yeah, I'm not liking that beginning graphic. I don't think it's working at the moment. I think the idea is right. And maybe it's like even like smaller. I think it's like opening like huge on the screen. I mean, if you see this on TV or like on on like a big screen, that's like a huge coverage. It should be like very small in the middle. And I don't know, maybe there's like also an opportunity to like mimic that last graphic, how those like dots are moving, and then we kind of like go into that last dot, and then that last dot that kind of like opens, that's becomes transparent, and then we can like go into the so it follows the same. But yeah, we're gonna have to like figure that out.
Yeah, I agree. I think starting the logo smaller, and I think this can even be quicker. It's just kind of like a blink and you miss it type of thing, just to get a tiny bit of branding in there. I think they might be weird about using the dot on the eye. I could just see them being like, what? But yeah, I think mimicking how the end is animating might be a good way to go.
Yep.
Okay, so just to recap, you would like to try with the logo like smaller and it's coming from, and okay. So we'll
Yeah,
see
did you guys see the little board that did we send you that little kind of boarded out version?
Yeah,
it could even be that small,
okay.
honestly.
Okay, so same thing, same length, but the logo smaller at the beginning.
Yeah.
I hope it's clear for you because it's not for me. It's not like a smaller logo at the beginning. It's do we move toward these like triangle shape or
Still, yes.
Okay? It's just that we want to have more branding, but we get rid of Corbridge super fast. So, and we spend lots of time on just purple and getting to those. That's my point. I don't think it does the job of adding a lot of. It's adding as a second Corbridge right now.
If I could interject, and hi everyone, sorry that I joined late. I was in a different meeting. My apologies. So my name's Emlyn. I'm one of the creatives here as well, and just the person that kind of created the board. In case I know it gets a little funny, but I think the thought in general was just it's meant to be a hint. It's not necessarily meant to be branding that kind of hits the viewer over the head and be super solid. So what you're feeling, I feel like, is correct, but the really the initial is just to get the viewer familiar with the color, right? The pop of color, and just attract the eye to get you then engaged into the storyline, to then when we punctuate at the end, it's kind of like a bookend, right? We don't necessarily need them to register it in the beginning, but at the end, when we have the end card and that animation, that's going to do that part of the job for us. That's more the thought, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can either like keep it super simple at the beginning, or if we look at the ending, the end card that we have, if you play it in reverse, that sequence with a smaller logo, like a smaller, like that could work as an intro. If it's if you play it in reverse, that's kind of like how we can enter the spot.
We'll try different thing.
Thank you.
This afternoon, yeah, and send it to you. The Frame.io is updated. If you want to take a look at the two DIY, I don't know if you want to just go to teacher and go back to a DIY, or we'll continue the discussion on DIY right now. As you wish, guys. Everybody's muted.
We're looking at the links. However, we want to do, we want to give a feedback on teacher, and then we can like move on to DIY if we organize that. That works. However, works for everyone. I think we should do teacher. Just to, like get it out of the way. Yep.
Yeah. It's the I think it's the priority. You meeting the client tomorrow. Yeah. So I will ask us for the revision of the intro. I will probably send you some quick time and just before CAG integrated, just to have the animation quickly, and we'll choose 1, 2 for CAG. For the rest.
Mm.
I wonder, I think we all agree with you, and we hope that's the ending that they go with her little ad lib in there. But could we possibly do an alt version that just has a reaction, just to show them that it doesn't work? Sweet, yeah. Cool.
I wonder. Okay. I have a couple of comments. No, I think like the pace and like the I think the idea like really gets in terms of like storytelling, it's like easy to follow. It's like sheets with questions, everyone is confused. And then this is kind of like up for discussion, like Jess and Emmeline. I feel like the opening and everything is like great. The first shot at 6 seconds with what's his name? With Mason. Can we like swap that instead of like him opening? Like, can we open with the girl and the guy with the little kid with the glasses? I think they're like such a like iconic, and then put Mason somewhere in the middle, somewhere. So like opening with with their reactions, and then he's like still kind of like raising his hand right before she kind of like writes for. So be like at 9 seconds, if we can put Mason there. Does that make sense? Let me see what they say.
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah.
I know that's why opening. No, but I think he can check because like it says like the video says questions are inevitable. So that's where you can put him right before she writes the 4, right before her. So everyone is like kind of like scratching their heads, and then questions are inevitable. He kind of like raises his hand. And I know I saw his performances. He wasn't great. So
Yeah. Well, I think we'll have, like, the confused reactions of those other 2. They're like, "What the hell?" And then even he is like, "I have a question too." I think it works. I think swapping it will work, story-wise for sure.
yeah,
Yeah. And the client even was kinda like, "Oh, this kid," like, when they were watching, in Video Village, so we probably don't wanna start with him because they had,
yeah.
like, a negative reaction.
Yeah. No, I think everything else like flows really nicely. I think like all the other kids are like perfect. It's just like I didn't want to open with Mason. He's like not have like performance, and maybe like if it's possible to like do a little bit more of like a close up on the kid with the glasses. I know I'm forgetting their name.
Aid.
Yeah, with Kate. Just a little bit more, and then I think that will be then the rest of the comments will be for me and Jess and Emily. Please jump in. I think the VO we might need to like play a little bit with the VO. It's let me hold on. Let me find it.
Mhm. Nice. Yeah, I think it sounds better too. I'll listen to it against the previous version and
No, but
see.
my yeah, but my issue with the VO now is kind of like at the end. It's hard to like understand what he's saying. Like at 21. Um, can help you get moving. I like all the way at the end when she's writing action is everything. When she's like
Corebridge
it's
Financial,
hard to hear.
proudly supporting the
Can get you
can help you get moving today.
can help you get moving. That
Can help you get moving.
moving. It's like I'm losing the can. It's like can help you get moving. It's like I don't know if it's just me. And my ESL English, but it's hard to.
Yeah, you're right, actually. It feels really quiet there.
And that break, like your yeah, can help you get moving. It's a little bit weird. Yeah, the
Can help you
delivery.
get moving today.
Or I think it's also like the mix, right? Like I feel like maybe it's competing against the music there. Maybe we bring down the music a touch in the mix. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's
help
about
you get moving
and see
today.
how our retirement plan solutions. That's also like hard to hear, and then there is like a pause, and then can help you get moving today. That's like so those two little parts need to be just like adjusted so they can be easily you can easily hear them because like I listened to it and I got lost on the story a little bit.
And we could put these notes into the frame IO just so you have the exact, timestamp.
And
Okay.
for me, those are my notes. I don't know, Jess and Emily, if there are any other additional notes or if you agree with all of those.
Yeah, sound good to me.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll have another version for teacher. Well, we're almost there, if I understand. The only thing that we'll add to it is the new intro that I will share with you this afternoon. So that will be, and the out to show client that it's not working. That's the two version that you will have tomorrow for the client. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So for teacher, you want to go back to DIY. You have two versions to watch on the Frame.io.
Cool. I really like the. I don't know if everyone is finished watching that. I like the one with the view over the demolition. Kind of like helps tell the story better.
Mm-hmm. I'm there, but I don't know.
What? Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really have any comments on this one. Yeah, I mean, I like the way that, like when they're doing the renovation, everything kind of like, it matches rolling up, like, peeling the wallpaper. I think that was like really nicely. Yeah, you know,
Mm.
yeah, let's just make sure that it's not overpowering all of the sound effects. I mean, definitely we need them because, like, for this spot, for like this, kind of like DIY, it's a kitchen construction, like we're gonna need, but they sound natural and not like overly done. Yeah. Yep.
I
Could
think
we possibly see like a string of the opening reactions with like the couple looking at each other? Like, I'm sure we have the best one in there, but I wouldn't mind taking a look at those takes.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that totally works.
I think there's plenty of time at the beginning, CAG right now, with the new intro, for sure. I would slide just the last scene right now. I would slide it a bit, just when the man says "wow." That's in the version with the VO over the the punching of the wall. We enter as he's saying "wow," and I kind of miss it. I We're a bit closer. We go back. Maybe we lose his hand doing the Vanna White thing, no? But the wow effect, because we look at the character when we cut to that scene, is very interesting. It's like it's done, it's new, and he's looking and wow, looking at his wife. She's like, eh, kind of just resonate well with the opening. So that was a new cabinet scene, a new ending scene, I think. The rest are the same scene, but retimed more or less. and a new scene when they peek through the hole. And I revised them yesterday, and I also looked at, was there any possibility to use on the woman from one take, the man from another take, but they really overlay at a certain point, and the sledgehammer overlays, and so we cannot separate them, so we need to use one reaction. So more or less timing was working too. So CAG, you will send, as you said, the scenes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The other thing I would like to do a whip next week is the ball with the dog. When the dog is chasing the ball, just have a gray, very basic thing that's moving to help understand what the dog is doing. The animation and the fact that we're talking about also like ball rolling. So the new tricks you address, there was lots of comments from different people. So the new cut addresses some of these comments, I think, from what I understand.
I think for new tricks, I think we want to have like two versions. Like one version, kind of like this is like, this is the base. We're gonna have like, as Pierre said, the ball rolling at the end, and then the dog chasing it, right? Is that what I'm? Cool. We were able to record a new ending video, and then we wanted to try the dog on the skateboard as the ending scene. So like those will be the two kind of like versions.
I think all three that you had before, though, because Josh was liking when we cut from the dog running after the ball and resolving on the dog and the guy. You had that version in there before, so maybe we just keep all three endings. Yeah, sorry.
So many options. It's so good.
Could we also try have a version with like a good girl in it in case they have a comment about that? I thought the good boy read was the best, but yeah, it sounds better. I totally agree, but I think if just having one, and maybe we'll get some wilds from him today of some more of those like good boys, good girls, if we can. But yeah.
Jess, maybe if he listens to the one good boy that we picked, and then if we can try to match that with good girl, that would be great.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. And
Yeah, no,
I had
that-
one more question. So when he says like good boy, there's like we cut to him and the dog. He's like petting the dog. I don't know. Do you think it would help if we punched in on that scene a little bit, or do we like the wide because we're getting the purple and the scenery?
Same
Nice.
thing with the camera B, I think, closer. I'm just not crazy about ending with the dog chasing the ball personally.
yeah.
I really like the paw and the collaboration between the two at the end, which I think was more or less everybody. Old dog is in control, man is in control. I just worried the ball in front of the dog.
That's fair. I think I might be the only one that likes that ending. So if we want to just like make it have two, just have the skateboard and then the one with the man and the dog at the end, I'm fine with that. I just thought I'm like, this is exciting with the dog chasing after the ball. But I think story wise, yeah, the other two might work better.
Just I really like the dog in the scene where they shake hands. I don't know. It's just like happy dog shaking the hand, coming back to the ball. The guy is good. It's just a very nice ending. Yeah. I think it's worth, having different endings, different cuts just to have an, take a decision. Okay, and I just put a comment, CAG, the line. Let me just put the sound.
It can feel hard.
It can feel hard. Should be on the man's face as when we do the push in. It's hard, yeah, it's hard. Yeah. Can be hard. It's like, yeah, I don't know how to do this. Tuck. Yeah. And the dog chasing the ball, I just so that everybody knows, I framed it wider because I didn't know exactly where the dog would go or fast. So we can we need really zoom in that shot. It's very wide right now. The dog is super small. So I think you can zoom like a 25% for sure. And I think we'll place the ball just to the left, rolling just to the left of the dog. And CAG, the ball won't necessarily be on the only rolling on the ground. I think it bounces a bit like bong bong and rolls. So keep some floor in front of the dog. You chop more like the top of the frame, left and right. That's why we really need to do a mock-up with the CG. Andrea, Andréane,
Oui.
for that, should I talk to Etienne or somebody else?
You can talk to Etienne next week too. I think he will manage everything. It's not him.
Okay.
He will not do the animation 3D, of course, 3D animation, but it will. I think it's easier if you manage everything.
Good, thank you.
Oops. Okay, I was muted.
Cool.
So, CAG, you have enough work for this afternoon? Okay, perfect. So for this afternoon, I will just the intro I will send you. The rest will come later, I guess. But yeah. Mhm. And then teacher to be ready for tomorrow. And you will not
Right.
present any other spot tomorrow, right? Or are
No,
you
just the teacher's
teachers?
scheduled.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Very good then.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Also, wait, CAG, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better?
Yeah, it was,
Okay.
yeah. Oh,
That's why the editor is so nice.
I know. Wow.
good flow.
Hey, not
Yeah.
proud of you. Okay.
I'm glad that you're okay.
Sorry on that.
Yeah.
Bye,
you,
guys.
everyone.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks.